Well, hello to everybody out there in this great big world. Yes, this is your brother Dana coming to you from the city of Chicago. I want to share this right here and right now. Many of you may be watching me because the title of my video raised some anger in you for you to think, how can this man have the audacity to say 9/11, get over it? I want you to know I'm actually not asking you to get over it. For this last week and even tonight, I have watched little segments of various TV shows, documentaries that not only show the devastation, but also how tonight one of them was babies of 9/11. Children who lost one of their parents or both their parents or a grandparent, and how they've been affected by that. And even 20 years later, the tears could not be held back. Do you think I would have the audacity to look at those individuals and say, get over it? I can't. For 1 Peter 3:8 says, and now this word to all of you, you should be like one big happy family, full of sympathy toward each other, loving one another with tender hearts and humble minds. Galatians 5:14 says it very clearly, for all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. And so if I love myself, then how could I not love my neighbor? Or how could I tell my neighbor who is suffering or suffered even personally from the tragedy of 9/11 to get over it? Get over your dad's death. Get over your grandmother's. I couldn't have the audacity to do that. But see, my video tonight is actually to ask you, how has America, white America, had the audacity to tell our Native American Indians, to tell our African Americans, and the massive destruction that we and our forefathers have and continue to do upon them, say, get over it. You're going to see pictures and videos of the devastation of 9/11 in the next weeks, especially today and tomorrow. So I want to just show you some pictures that I found on the internet. Now, how American. They got rid of the Indian and kept the land. Here you've got a couple of our African American brothers, or a brother and a sister, hanging lynched from a tree while our white forefathers take pictures. And here we have a African American brother, neighbor, burnt alive and still being burnt to a crisp, with our white forefathers standing around taking pictures, proud of what they've done. And then here you have two of our African brothers, American brothers, being lynched on a pole, while our white forefathers pose with great big smiles, proud of what they're witnessing and proud of what they accomplished. And now you got some of our foremothers here, happy, proud that two of their African American black brothers and sisters, neighbors, have been eliminated. And yet I have heard over all these years our neighborly response, you as a Christian nation, to our Indian neighbors, our black African American neighbors, the tragedies and the mass destruction that they have endured for 400 years. Get over it. See, you continue to show your love for thy neighbor, those who lost a loved one in 9/11. You've actually brought up the slogan that says, we will never forget. And in that never forgetting, you went back and you got the very individuals that took the lives of our neighbors. But yet in this nation, we celebrate one of the main men every day a year for the slaughtering of 13 plus million Native Americans by the man named Christopher Columbus. So we will go and take the life of an enemy that brought harm to our neighbors of 9/11. But this nation will celebrate the leaders that took the lives, took away families, slaughtered, raped our Native American Indian neighbors as well as our African American black neighbors. Why is that? We will celebrate and not forget the lives that were taken during the Holocaust. But yet we will look at our African American neighbors, our black neighbors in this country, and we won't even listen to the devastation our actions have had on their children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-great-great-grandchildren. What is 400 years of great-great-great? I don't even know. But yet we'll look at them and we'll tell them, get over it. So I'm asking you this question. What causes us to hate them so much? What have they ever done to us and to our white forefathers that have caused us to hate them so much that we will tell them to get over the devastation and also do all we can to hide the truth and celebrate the very people that destroyed them and continue to try to do the same? What causes your anger when you believed I was saying get over 9/11, but will have anger to our black brothers and sisters and our Native American Indians when they won't get over it? I know the truth. And the truth is that they're the chosen people of the Most High Yah. And it's innate in us to hate them. And so we use the color of their skin, we use the texture of their hair. We do everything we can do to maintain and sustain white supremacy. And that is why we refuse to embrace the truth. And that is why we continue to say to them, get over it. And you'd only say that to somebody that you have nothing but hatred for. Shalom.